introduced in both chambers. In the House, it was introduced by Congressman Ron DeSantis of Florida. In the Senate, it was introduced by Senator Ted Cruz. And there are 34 members of the House who have signed this pledge and co-sponsored it, and there are a dozen members of the Senate. And so, like I said, what's really holding this amendment back is all of that self-interest, all of that self-seeking behavior in Washington from career politicians who refuse to listen to their own voters.
You're not trying to do this from the state level up?
Well, we actually are supportive of an Article 5 convention to implement term limits, but it's sort of a two-track strategy, and this is the congressional track.
Any last questions for Nick?
And again, back to Josh, what are you doing to try and get a House version of this passed here in Ohio?
Well, again, today is day one, and so moving on from today, we will be talking with elected officials here in Ohio and also elected officials throughout the country to try to bring more momentum behind the current bill that's being debated and discussed in Washington. I believe one of the ways to impact change when it comes to term limits is to create a revolution from the bottom up, which means to inspire everyday citizens to contact their congressmen and contact their senators. And so, Jim, one of the things we're going to be doing is taking the show on the road and actually talking to taxpayers throughout the state of Ohio and asking them to call their congressmen, call their senators, email their congressmen and senators, and demand term limits in Washington. Listen, Sherrod Brown's the kind of guy who's already shown an ability to change his mind once he gets into Washington, right? He campaigned on term limits, and then once he got there, he flipped on his pledge. Maybe if he hears from enough taxpayers throughout the state of Ohio, he'll flip again. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much.